In the hospital bathroom, San-woo splashed cold water on his face. He muttered to himself, "Damn, no matter how messed up my life is, I could have at least kept Mum's wish to never fight again." Just then, his father walked in. "What are you doing here? And where are you going in that condition?" San-woo snapped, "You tell me, who's responsible for this condition? You, the boxing champion, how did you end up drowning in debt? You had offers, you had a future. Or are you going to say that your stupid champion pride was worth more than Mum's life?" His father stayed silent. He had no answers. He just turned to leave and said quietly, "Don't go anywhere. Stay in the hospital." Moments later, San-woo felt dizzy. He nearly collapsed, grabbing the wall for support. He sat on the floor, breath shaky. "What is this?" he whispered. He thought maybe it was just lack of sleep, but something felt off. "My head only hurts like this when I think about him," he muttered to himself, "because I hate him." He hated his father for always choosing everything else except them. His father would always bring him home injured, and every single time he would bow down in front of the bully's parents, the very ones whose kids had beaten up Sun-woo. Sun-woo never trusted his dad. He refused to believe that his father had done everything he could. He felt like he was sinking, falling deeper into a pit with no way out. For a high schooler who wasn't even old enough to work on deep-sea fishing boats, changing his life felt impossible. Even covering basic daily expenses had become a fight. The delivery bike he used for work, company property, was destroyed. Why? Because he refused to play along with the school bullies. That refusal cost him more than just bruises. It piled more debt onto his already struggling father, and with his mum's condition, he couldn't even think about running away. His life was trapped, buried, rock bottom. Suddenly, he woke up, lying in an unfamiliar hospital bed. His head was pounding. He had no idea when he'd been moved to a different room. He grabbed his phone to check the time. But the moment he opened the screen, his heart sank. A text from his dad. "It's time I tell you everything." Sun-woo froze. What the hell is he hiding now? Before anything, he decided to check on his mum. He called his dad right away. His father's voice was urgent. "Don't go home. Some gangsters are hiding there. It's dangerous." His dad explained that Sun-woo had been moved to another hospital room under a fake name for his safety. Sun-woo's chest tightened. "Then where's Mom? She's safe, hiding in a motel near the police station. I can't talk long. Don't go anywhere." The line went dead. Sun-woo just sat there, still, blaming himself. "If I hadn't messed with those gangsters, none of this would have happened." But he shook the thought off. He needed to find his mom. Now, he grabbed his jacket just as his phone rang again. Caller ID, Dad. But the voice wasn't his father's. It was a panicked man. "Are you Mr. Kang-sun?" Sun-woo. "Yeah. Who are you?" "There's been an accident. Your dad collapsed. He's unconscious. His condition is serious. A workplace accident. Multiple bones shattered, ribs broken." Hours later, Sun-woo was standing in the ICU, staring at his heavily injured, unconscious father. The doctor said, "The surgery is extremely complicated. It'll cost over 100 million won. And that's just the start. Long-term treatment, rehab." Sun-woo broke down. Tears streamed down his face. "Where am I supposed to get that kind of money? Where do I even start?" Then he remembered the red business card, the one he'd thrown in the trash. Without wasting another second, he ran straight back to that room. Sun-woo ran back to the room where he'd first received treatment, room 202. But when he got there, it was completely empty, cleared out, wiped clean. He collapsed to the ground. Tears burst from his eyes. "It's all my fault," he whispered, apologizing to his father, over and over crying, "I wish I had just died instead." Suddenly, a familiar voice spoke from behind. "Are you looking for the red business card?" It was the man with the glasses. He asked, "So, have you changed your mind?" Sun-woo wiped his face and asked, "How much money can you offer?" The man adjusted his glasses and replied calmly, "At least 10 billion won if you win. Even if you don't win, but gain popularity, you can still make a fortune." Then he asked, "So, are you interested in working with us?" Next scene, inside a sleek office, the man with the glasses, now revealed as Kim, hands Sun-woo a contract. "Take your time, read it carefully, sign only when you're ready." Sun-woo looked through the papers. One phrase stood out, "fighting ward." Curious, he asked, "What's this?" Kim explained, a secret underground fighting tournament where fighters enhanced by dangerous hospital-grade doping drugs battle it out. These drugs turn people into monsters. Sunwoo was shocked. "You're telling me you guys dope people up?" He immediately refused. "I'm not doing something like that." Kim, unfazed, pulled out some of the drugs. "These aren't just ordinary enhancers. Some of them can give monster-level strength to old men. It's optional, not mandatory." Sunwoo snapped, "Who are you?" Kim smiled. "Apologies for the late intro. I'm Kim Minak, a scout for a very important person in the fighting ward." Sunwoo had no clue who this important person was, but Kim said, "Forget about identities for now. What matters is no one has ever won the tournament without doping." Still, Sunwoo stood firm. "I won't do it." "Fine." Kim shrugged. "Let's drop the topic. You'll understand once you're in the arena." Kim broke down the system. "If you reach the top 20, you get to choose a sponsor. Pick the right one and you can ride that all the way to victory." Sunwoo, frustrated, said, "Okay, I get it. Just give me the money. That's all I care about." Kim calmly replied, "Here's the problem with your request. Payment only happens through the tournament." Sunwoo exploded. "Are you kidding me? If there's no guarantee of money, why the hell should I do this?" Kim replied smoothly, "Because you need money for your dad's surgery and to keep your parents safe." "Am I wrong?" Sunwoo was stunned. How do you know all this?" Kim gave no answer, just said, "You fight for our boss. We'll handle the surgery, the safety, the debt. You just fight." Just then, Sunwoo's phone rang. It was his mom. "Is it true?" she asked. "You already paid our hospital bills and sent bodyguards too?" Sunwoo's eyes widened. "Wait, I did." Kim leaned in and said quietly, "Relax. We've already set up a safe house for your parents." Then added, "Honestly, we have no other option but you." Sunwoo quickly told his mom on the call, "Yeah, Mom, I sent them. Just do as they say. I'll be there soon." He hung up, turned to Kim, eyes sharp. "Why is the prize so high?" Kim replied, "That's just the base prize. With betting, it can go even higher. One winner earned 15 billion won." Sunwoo was stunned. "That's insane." "Possible, yes," Kim said, "but there's a downside. 90% of participants either die or end up disabled. Only 10% come out okay. So many die and nobody finds out." Kim nodded. "That's why it's a secret. Once you sign, we declare your official death. That's the beauty of the hospital system. We can fake anything. Illness, accidents, overdoses." Sunwoo asked, "And what if I report all of this?" Kim's expression turned cold. "You think it's hard to make you look like a junkie? Who would believe a crazy kid talking about a tournament that doesn't officially exist? By the time you even try, you'll already be officially dead." A sly smile crept onto his face. He turned to Sunwoo and said, "So, what will it be? Do you want to sign now or take a few days to decide?" Most people take their time, but Sunwoo's eyes were different now. No hesitation. "I don't need a day. I've already decided. Just make sure you keep your promise." Kim smiled wider, the smile of someone who knew he'd won. Suddenly, Sunwoo felt a sharp sting in his neck. A nurse had appeared behind him and injected him with something. He jerked back, confused. "What the hell are you doing?" Kim looked straight into his eyes. "Relax, Sunwoo. It's just anesthesia to take you to the arena. And remember, your parents' surgery, safety, all of it depends on one thing: you staying in the tournament. So make sure you win and solve all your fucking problems." The most interesting part for me was when Sunwoo decided to sign the contract without any hesitation, and just then, he was injected from behind by a nurse. That moment was a major turning point. A regular guy, just trying to save his parents, suddenly steps into a monster-filled underground world. And then Kim says, "Remember, your parents' safety only lasts as long as you're in the tournament." Chilling. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do it right now. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. See you in the next video. Until then, take care and keep smiling.